Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on February the 23rd, 2021. Lucid Motors goes for a $24 billion major IPO. Luxury electric automaker and Tesla's rival Lucid Motors on Monday agreed to go public, merging with SPAC firm Churchill Capital IV Corp in a deal that valued the combined company at $24 billion in equity capital. Lucid, run by a former Tesla engineer, is the latest firm to go public in an initial public offering. Investors flocked to the EV sector, spurred by the growth of Tesla Inc. and tougher emissions regulations in Europe and elsewhere. Huawei to report profit growth despite U.S. ban. Huawei Technologies said modest revenue and profit growth in 2020 in line with expectations, its chairman said Tuesday, even as Washington tightened sanctions on the Chinese telecommunications equipment maker. Former U.S. President Trump blacklisted the company as an exporter in 2019. In doing so, he barred it from accessing critical U.S. technology, affecting its ability to develop its own chips and source components from outside suppliers. Earlier this month, Ren Zhengfei, the company's founder and CEO, said he hoped the Biden administration would pursue an open policy toward U.S. firms doing business with Huawei in his first comments to the media in about a year. The company is expected to release its full-year results in March. Global shares up on rising commodity prices. Asian stocks rebounded from 2 weeks' loss Tuesday as rising commodity prices boosted market expectations for better growth prospects. All this a day after rising U.S. Treasury yields and inflation prospects hit U.S. technology stocks. The broadest index of MSCI stocks in the Asia-Pacific region outside Japan rose 0.4% to 726.6. Japanese markets were closed for the holiday. European Eurostoxx 50 and German DAX C1 futures were up 0.2%, and London FTSE FFIC C1 was up 0.3%. In many futures on the S&P 500 were up 0.5%. On Wall Street on Monday, high-growth stocks such as Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla weighed on the Nasdaq Composite, which was down 2.5%. Stock markets buoyed by a rally in commodities, with oil prices rising on a tight global supply outlook, cold weather, and the approaching meeting of leading crude oil producers. Oil prices surge amid production delays in the U.S. Oil prices rose more than 1.5% on Tuesday, buoyed by optimism about the introduction of the COVID-19 vaccine and lower production as U.S. supply shortage after a deep freeze in Texas that shut down crude production last week. Shale oil producers in the southern U.S. may need at least 2 weeks to resume production of more than 2 million barrels a day, which stopped due to cold weather as frozen pipes and power outage slowed their recovery. Brent crude production rose 1.7% to $66.32 a barrel. U.S. crude rose 1.5% to $62.62 a barrel. Both benchmarks rose more than 2% on Tuesday after rising nearly 4% in the previous session. Goldman Sachs Commodities Research raised its forecast for Brent crude oil prices by $10 in the second and third quarters of 2021, citing lower projected inventories, higher marginal upstream restart costs, and speculative inflows.